So I wanted to sort of ask you sort of about, your own journey and sort of understanding of gender. Perhaps we could start with well, first of all, how do you identify?
I identify as like non-binary. I think that's probably the best label to use. I still think gender is a social construct though. That's my stance.
So explain that to me. What do you mean, when you say, gender is a social construct?
It's
for the layman.
Well, I think a lot of so for me, it is winter right now, so I am wearing jeans. But this idea that women wear dresses and wear makeup is just the way it is, and it's not really because women aren't born with makeup on. They're not born with dresses on. That's something that they're taught and has pushed onto them, and it's how they define themselves. It's how they mark themselves as a woman.
Yeah.
But it's not inherent to your biology.
Yeah. Well,
and I think because there is a difference between biological sex and gender, because I really do think it's just how do I describe it? I think it's just all the societal expectations on how you dress, how you act, your interests.
Yeah, I agree. I like this idea that women have to be feminine. I suppose I'm not looking very tomboyish now, but I usually dress like a dude. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of write all that stuff off as like it's not important. Like I'm a woman, regardless. But I'm interested in your sort of your experience. So when did you realize that I'm non-binary and you adopted use they them pronouns?
I use she they pronouns.
She they.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you sort of come to this realization yourself?
It kind of goes back. Look, it goes back a long time. I think I've always been very feminine, even though biologically I'm male. I've always been so feminine. I remember my sister used to say, I always wanted a little sister, and I got one. And it was just, at the time, it was to tease me. And that's the thing, my whole life, I've always been called a girl. And then the moment I was like, you know what? You're dead right. Suddenly everyone had an issue with it. Suddenly it was like, no, you're a man. You're a man. You're a man. But where was I? What was the question again?
You sort of realize you're a girl.
Yeah. So I came out in 2020, and then it's crazy though, because I remember before I came out, I'd get picked on and bullied a lot for, being feminine, wearing nail polish, just doing girly shit, which I always loved doing, which in itself I think is a social construct. And then the moment I did actually come out and say, yeah, no, I'm not straight, it's like everyone was like, oh, well, all this girly shit's okay then. And so I just started exploring it more and more. And I just found that I really liked myself the more feminine I dressed and the more feminine I looked.